Jacksonville, Florida. It's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Orlando Sentinels taking on the Salt Lake City Elks.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Salt Lake City Elks and the Orlando Sentinels. Hello again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, you look at this Orlando team as they interplay. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And incomplete to open things up. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Intended for his tight end. Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Parrish. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down. Parrish trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback, Dak Prescott.
One thing he does very well, he takes care of the football. Had 176 pass attempts to start his career without an interception. That's the most in NFL history. And finished his rookie year, 23 touchdown passes and only 4 interceptions.
Number 30.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Brought down at the 45.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Austin Eckler.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away.
1st down and 10.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
A look at the numbers for Mack from last week. 20 carries, 88 yards.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, Parrish. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Parrish's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Miles Jack. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
No, ball, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And this will be scooped up by the defense. He's at the 40, the 20. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown.
To number 21. Touchdown, Salt Lake.
And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching him.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Parrish. And incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Sentinels 3. Elks, nothing.
So as it turns out, a 2-play drive resulting in the field goal. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott. That one caught by Tyreek Hill.
Prescott's pass.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Elks.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here.
Wide receiver.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
1-yard gain. Brings up second and...
On 2nd and 9. Prescott. First hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. That's into the hands of Eckler. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to find Hill here.
Prescott.
And touchdown! Tyreek Hill. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are going to retake the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Walsh adds the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Orlando takes back over on offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now Mack. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
With the score, Elks 7, Sentinels 3.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Parrish. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
From the gun, Parrish. The killer here, it's complete. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46.
1st and 10.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, We'll call this play significant.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Second and 11. Now a carry for Mack. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Operating from the gun, Parrish. He dumps this off to Mack. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Parrish. Got a man, Slayton. And down inside the 15 he goes.
That's good.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Operating from the gun, Parrish. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys have once again taken the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. 7. Kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone, and it will come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He's been good so far to this point in the 2nd quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the 2nd quarter. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Prescott from the gun. Gets this one to Hill. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
To Tyreek Hill. A gain of 14. First down, Salt Lake City.
Running on first down, Eckler. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Prescott to throw it. Being chased out left. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing, Prescott. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Prescott on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Gronkowski again. He was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd.
Prescott yet again. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Here's Prescott. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Walsh now for the PAT. And that makes it 14-10.
His kick is good.
So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
28-yard line.
Marlon Mack now heading back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here?
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, Parrish. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, Parrish. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And he's going to go down again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and now it's second down. Looking to throw, Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, you've seen a strong first half out of Dak Prescott. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And This carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A gain of 26
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here is Eckler. And some room to roam now. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. And what a big-time play there. 46 yards. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
An extra point try now for Walsh. It's good, and it's 21-10. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
1st down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Parrish throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Parrish And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Parrish. Quickly into the hands of Robinson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it. It's Mack. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Marlon Mack. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short game. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Mack. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Staying on the ground with Mack. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
3 brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll run it with Jackson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 29-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that'll make this an 8-point game.
Elks 21, Sentinels 13.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Eckler.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
Third and short yardage. Prescott. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott and Walker with it over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run here with Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11.
24. Sentinels 13.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Orlando takes back over on offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Throwing on first down. Parrish. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Parrish. Pressure comes, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, Parrish. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd down and 12. Catch made by Slayton. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun. Parrish. The toss here completed to Pittman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On the ground, it's Mack. Still on his feet. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
From the gun on 3rd down, Parrish. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for number 18, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
The score, Elks 24, Sentinels 16.
All right, right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
7 at the 25-yard line.
Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. They bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Orlando takes back over on offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, Parrish. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Parrish. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Parrish. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. On 1st and 10, Parrish. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Parrish. He'll get this one to Pittman. And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
They'll run with Mack. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
The tackle made at the 6th.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
And 6.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Carrier.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up third down, the defensive play call, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so ramped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on fourth down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
It's Eckler again. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as he'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And on now is the punter, as he's on here to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. From the gun, Parrish.
Hey, you got your first down. Get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
And he can't get it thrown away. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. That's complete right around the 8. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. He'll look to throw. He's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Raekwon Davis gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that. But flip it over, making a stand in that portion of the field, congratulations to them.
So for Salt Lake City, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.